For those of you who have watched my videos for a little while, you'll often hear me say that until you meet your Filipina in person, that you should only consider yourself as a chat mate and not in a dating relationship. And the same here will apply to a Filipina and how she views the relationship with you. In this video, I'll tell you why the way you think about your relationship very early on can determine if the relationship will be successful or if it will be doomed to failure. But just quickly, if you're looking for information, tips and resources around everything to do with a relationship with a Filipina, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell notification for all future videos. When a guy starts out online searching for a Filipina, he may be surprised at all the attention that he's getting from many Filipinas. And depending on where he's searching, many of these women may not be overly genuine. The only way to sort out the genuine from the non-genuine is by chatting and taking some time to get to know her a little and be watching out for any red flags. And by the way, be sure to check out my video above for 10 red flags in 3 minutes. Sometimes us guys can be a little impatient, and when we're chatting with a beautiful Filipina, our hearts can melt and you can't believe that this woman is actually interested in you. And you need to know right here that this is the time that you really need to keep things in perspective, or you run the risk of becoming too emotionally involved too quickly. The emotional side here is what I want to chat about, because to me, it's far worse than losing out financially. We can lose money and we chalk it up to experience and then move on, being rather careful next time, one would hope. But things are not that easy when we get hurt emotionally. So before we give over our emotional side to a woman we've never met in person, we need to be very sure, or the damage can be long lasting. And simply, we do that with our thinking. How we think or view something will make that a reality in our mind and in the way we feel about something or someone. Now, I'm not saying here that you need to be as cold as ice when you meet a Filipina online and that you're always thinking that she's out to get you in some way. Not at all. Of course, we still need to be relaxed when we chat so we can get to know her much better. But the moment we say to ourselves or to other people that I'm dating a Filipina, or you and the Filipina enter officially into what you both call a dating relationship together, then that's the moment it's out there for everyone to see, and the moment that you've given yourself emotionally to a woman who you're still to meet in person. For some, this may work out fine with no problems if they're lucky. But for others, it can end up being devastating emotionally. One must know that when we chat to someone online, we can only see what that person wants us to see. It's very easy to hide things when you're having a bad day, are stressed, or just in a plain bad mood. For a long-term relationship to be successful, we have to be able to see our partner at their worst and still know it's all good. And we can only do that when we spend quality time together for a period of time. So why consider yourself a chatmate, I hear you ask? Well, simply, it's to protect yourself emotionally while you're getting to know her more and up to the point where you can meet in person. Like I said before, how you think of something will be the reality in your mind and heart. So keeping things real in your mind that your chatmates implies nothing more than your friends who are getting to know more about each other. And when you have that mindset, you don't feel obliged to be responsible for her in any way. But if we think that we're in a dating relationship, then we feel emotionally attached and we feel somewhat responsible to make sure she's always looked after. And this is where the problems often come in. Simply, you'll feel responsible for your girlfriend if she's in trouble or needs something, then you feel the urge to help, and usually that's by sending her money. And because she also sees you guys as being in a dating relationship, she will also feel that she can lean on you and you will be there to help and support her. Think about it for just one moment. You may have only known her for a few short months online, never met in person, so how could you really know the type of person she is? And all of a sudden, you feel that you need to be responsible for her and look after her. This is why your mindset from the very start needs to be that she's just a chatmate, and that won't change until the time comes where you guys meet in person and spend plenty of quality time together, so that you can then decide and be comfortable in moving from chatmates to a dating relationship. I do see many guys who could have avoided the heartache if only they considered themselves as a chatmate where there is no expectation by himself or the Filipina of anything more than you getting to know one another, and then you just see where that takes you. One needs to remember that when one gets emotionally hurt, one can also lose confidence in himself to make good and wise decisions, as well as your self-esteem and mental health can take an almighty battering. I know that there's many guys out there who are lonely for a partner or companionship, but if you want to play the long game here and get well rewarded with a successful long-term relationship, then in my opinion, having this mindset from the very start is ever so vital. So enjoy the time you guys have as chatmates, as it can be wonderful getting to know someone new. And if you're looking for more tips on how to have a successful relationship with a Filipina, then be sure to check out the playlist on screen now. Until next time, thanks for watching, stay safe and take care.